Okay, so here's part 4 where we talk about phase shift, and this is related to, we have a basic sine graph that would go like this, where the maximum value is 1, minimum value is -1. And what happens if we add or subtract something from the variable x? So this, you may remember this from before, where this is going to look like a horizontal shift to the right by pi. Remember, it's reversed. So we just take our basic sine graph, and I'll put the basic sine graph in here again. So here's our basic sine graph. This is y equals sine of x. And we're going to take every point on that graph and move it to the right by pi. So this point would get moved over here, this point would get moved over here, this point would get moved over here. And if you do that, the graph would end up looking like this. Alright, so moving the basic sine of x graph to the right by pi. So next up, we have basic sine graph, and it's being moved to the right by pi over 3, which is a little weird. But, so I already drew these values in. These are the same values that we've been using, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 for all the way to 2 pi. So pi over 3 would be approximately right here. 0.33, and this is 0.5 pi, 0.33 pi. So we can basically take the sine graph and so sine starts in the middle and then goes up and then middle and then down and then middle and then up and would be like this. This, we have a cosine graph, so cosine starts at the top, and it's x plus pi over 2, so we're going to move it to the left by pi over 2. So we know that we're starting over here. Here's our 1, here's our -1. So it starts up at the top. It's going to go top, middle, down, middle, top, middle, down, middle, top, etc. Like that. Okay, so cosine graph to the left by pi over 2. So let's take a look at these. I have put the values in there, same values, same values, same values. This, see how I extended it way off to the left? Because I knew, hey, we're going to be moving this to the left by 3 pi over 2, so we got some space. What I'd like you to do is put this on pause and actually see if you can graph these, and then we'll come back and I will show you answers. So put this on pause, graph them, don't be just lazy, and let me show you how to do it. So this is you pausing, right? Right. Okay. So sine graph move to the right by pi over 2. Sine graph to the right by pi over 2 starts in the middle, up, middle, down, middle, up. And then I'm extending that pattern backwards. And notice how, well, I'll leave it at that. That's the correct graph. Good work. Over here we have, an amplitude of 2. So let's write that in before we forget. So 1, 2, -1, -2. And we're going to go to the left by 3 pi over 2. So 1, 2, 3. So we're starting here, and the cosine graph starts at the top. So we'll go up here. And cosine is top, middle, bottom, middle, top, middle, bottom, middle, top, middle, bottom. Yep, something like that looks great. Okay, Now, here's where it gets tricky. So we have this situation where first we're going to move it to the right by pi, okay? And then this is going to affect the period. So from the previous lesson, you know that a 2 here means that the period, 2 pi over k, remember, is the period. And so we're putting a 2 in for k, and the 2's cancel, giving us pi. So the graph is going to repeat itself not once every 2 pi, but once every pi. So we go to the right by pi, and what is this? It's a cosine graph. So here's our 1, -1. Pi starts up at the top, and then instead of going top, middle, bottom, middle, top, it's going to, from here to here, it's going to repeat itself. So it's going to go middle, down, middle, top. So I'm going to draw some additional lines in there. If we were labeling these, what's half of pi over 2? Yeah, you're right, pi over 4. So this is like 1 pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, 6 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4, etc. And we go top, middle, bottom, middle, top, middle, bottom, middle. Okay, so it has experienced a horizontal compression by a factor of 2. The period, meaning top to top, bottom to bottom, or middle to middle, is pi. So like from here to here, see, pi. And it has been shifted to the right by pi. That's where we started. Okay. So that's it. Good luck, and I will see you soon.